Okay, so today we are going to look at all the ways that you can repair your system if an update huffs it up. If something goes wrong just after an update, if something stops working, an app doesn't load, or for instance, a printer doesn't print, or your computer doesn't boot up at all. We are going to look at all the ways you can recover the system and make it right again. Now, first of all, if you can boot into your system, then we're going to go through that first of all, and then later on we're going to go through if you can't boot into your system. Okay, so if you can boot into your system, then the first thing I would suggest doing is to uninstall the update. And to do that, click on the Start button and then click on Settings and then go to Windows Update just over there on the left. Go to Update History in the middle and then have a look at the updates that have installed recently. It will tell you the dates just underneath the updates. Make a note of the most recent update. There might be more than one that has recently updated on the same day. If there is, make a note of both of the update numbers, certainly the KB numbers, and then scroll down and then go to uninstall updates just under related settings. Then this should build up a list of any updates that are uninstallable. So what we can do here is we can click on uninstall to the right of the most recent updates. So as you can see here, these are my most recent updates that were installed on the 18th of July 2026. So click on uninstall and there you go. It will ask you to confirm. So just confirm that the KB number matches the one you clicked uninstall and click on uninstall. Now this bit might take a bit of time, so just be patient with it. This one's going through quite quickly, but it could stop. It could take sort of quite a few minutes. It might take up to half an hour, maybe even an hour in some cases, depending on the size of the update. And there we go. It says to us to restart. So click on Restart now. And don't worry about uninstalling the other update at the moment. We'll do that in a minute. Let your computer restart. Okay, and once your computer's fully restarted, then before you attempt to uninstall any more updates, then just check and see whether the fault has been fixed by installing that one update. If it hasn't, then you want to just click on the Start button, click on Settings again, click on Windows Update over on the left, click on Update History just in the middle, and then scroll all the way down to uninstall updates underneath related settings, and then find the next update that has recently been installed and uninstall it just like you did before. But what if for whatever reason you couldn't uninstall the update or it didn't uninstall? Well, the next step is we need to restart the machine in a special mode. So click on the Start button and then click on the power logo and then hold down the Shift key on your keyboard. That is the key on the left hand side of your keyboard, usually above the CTRL or the Control key, and it's either got the word Shift on it or it's got an arrow pointing upwards. So press and hold that and then click on Restart with that button held down. So once you see Please Wait, let go of the Shift key and let the computer restart. And once you get to this screen, then click on Troubleshoot. Then click Advanced Options. And then click on Uninstall Updates. Now you've got two options here, uninstall the latest quality update or uninstall the latest feature update. Now normally what you want to choose is uninstall the latest quality updates. These are the updates that generally come through every month. The feature updates are the larger updates which update your version of Windows to the absolute latest version. So all you got to do here is click on uninstall the quality update. Now again, this bit might take a bit of time, just be patient with it. So once you see uninstall complete, then click on Done and then click Continue. Your computer will now boot back into Windows. So now check and see whether your problem has been resolved. Now, if your problem still hasn't been resolved, or you've still not been able to uninstall updates, then there is another thing we can try. Now, I should say that this could affect your documents, etc., personal files, photos, emails, settings, favourites, anything on your system. So make sure that you've got a good backup now before proceeding with this next step. So once you've backed everything up, then click on the Start button at the bottom of the screen and then click on the power logo and then hold that Shift key down again and then click on Restart. Let go of the Shift as soon as you see the word Please Wait. Let your computer restart. And then once you're at this screen, you want to click on Troubleshoot. And then here you've got Point in Time Restore. And this will restore your PC to its exact state from a previous point in time. So this is why I say you must make sure that you back up anything important, certainly anything you've done in the last few days. So click on that. And if there is any restore point in time available, then you can select it from here. Unfortunately on mine there isn't, so I'm going to just click on OK on that. But if you have got a point in time restore, then obviously just follow the instructions on the screen. And hopefully that should resolve any of your problems after clicking continue and going back into Windows 11. So what if you've still got problems? Well, the next thing is to do an in-place upgrade of Windows, and I'll show you how to do that. Click on the Start button, click on Settings, click on System just over on the left, scroll down and click on Recovery, and then click on Reinstall Now, which is just to the right of Fix Problems Using Windows Update. And it says here, there you go, reinstall your current version of Windows, your apps, files and settings will be preserved, but don't take that for granted. So if you can, do a backup. Once you've clicked Reinstall Now, then just follow any instructions on screen. And importantly, whilst it's doing what it's doing, do not try and interfere with it. Do not try and do anything else. Do not unplug your PC from the mains. In fact, if it's a laptop, then make sure it's plugged into the mains before starting this off. But what if you can't boot into Windows? Well, hopefully you should be at this screen when you first turn your computer on, where it says Preparing Automatic Repair. And then soon after, if it can't repair the problem, you'll end up at another screen. Now, it could be diagnosing your PC, as I've got here, but just let this run through and you might get this screen here saying your device ran into a problem and couldn't be repaired. Click or press Enter to see other recovery options. So let's press Enter and here we are. So what I would say is click on Troubleshoot, and then if it comes back to this Troubleshoot screen, click on Troubleshoot again and then click on Advanced Options, and then we want to click Uninstall Updates. Now, we want to click on Uninstall the latest quality update, and then click on Uninstall the quality update. Let that run through. It might take a bit of time, so just be patient with it. And once you see Uninstall complete, then just click on Done. And then you want to click Continue, Exit, and Continue to Windows 11. And then see if Windows 11 does indeed now boot up. If your computer's still not playing ball and you end up coming back to this screen, then try clicking on Troubleshoot and then try Point in Time Restore. So this restores your PC to its exact state from a previous point in time. So it does actually regress your files, your settings and things like that back to an earlier time. Obviously, if you can get back into Windows and you can back up your files, then do so before selecting this option. So click on that. Now, on my system, I haven't got any point in time restore points, so I can't use that, but hopefully you should have. So just follow any instructions on screen to restore your computer back to an earlier point in time. So what other options might you have if the machine still doesn't boot up, or like me, you've not got access to point in time restore? Well, go to Troubleshoot, go to Advanced Options, and another one to try is System Restore. So click on that and try and see whether you can restore your computer back to an earlier time. Just follow the instructions on screen. As you can see, I can't. I've got no restore points that have been created on my system. So that's out the window for me. So another option you might have is quick machine recovery. If you've got it there, click on that and see whether or not it can fix any problems that you have on your PC automatically. Like in my case, it can't. So go to troubleshoot and troubleshoot again, and then advanced options. Click on see more recovery options and just check to see what other options you've got. Well, I've got system image recovery. Now I know I haven't created a system image for my system, so I know I can't use this, and quite possibly you haven't either. So what other options have you got? You've got reset this PC, so you can click that. And what I would suggest is, first of all, select the option to keep my files. Now, it is going to mean that you are going to lose some programs and you're going to have to reinstall them, but hopefully it should keep your files that are stored in documents, pictures, videos, music and desktop. But as I say, please bear in mind you will need to reinstall any programs or apps. If the keep my files option doesn't work, then try remove everything. But obviously you need to ensure that you've got a backup of all your data. So if you haven't got a backup of your data and you can't get a backup, then what I would say at this point is take your computer to a specialist and get them to have a look at it. And at the very least, get them to see if they can back up your important files and folders. If neither of these options work and you're not too worried about your files, your personal files on here, then try going into advanced options or troubleshoot and see if you've got an option called cloud rebuild. And that downloads a copy of Windows from the cloud and then reinstalls it on your machine. But again, as I say, it does remove your apps, your programs and your personal files. So be careful when using that option. So there you go. I hope that at least one of these options gets your Windows back up and running or reverses the trouble that any particular update may have caused. And there is one more thing I should say. If an update has caused a problem, you might not be too eager to allow it to reinstall on your system just yet. So I'm going to show you a way of pausing those updates for a little while to give Microsoft a chance to iron out any problems that they've got in those updates before inflicting them back on your system again. So once you're back in Windows, click on the Start button at the bottom of the screen, then click on Settings. Then click Windows Update on the left and then click Pause for 1 week, and that should stop any updates being installed for a week. If you need to extend it further, then you can just keep clicking on Extend for a week, and that will tell you up the top there when the updates will be paused to. And every time I click Extend for a week, as you can see, they are being extended. And you can go, I think it's to 5 weeks. I think 4 or 5 weeks is the most you can go to at the moment. But if at any time you do want to resume the updates, then you can just click that resume updates just there, and that will get the updates coming back through again.